Now, India's governing party has claimed a major victory in the country's most populous state. The BJP gained over 256 in Utta Pradesh. It is the first party to win two consecutive terms in the state in over 30 years. The win reinforces President Narendra Modi's popularity ahead of the next general elections in 2024. For more on this, I am joined from India by Prasad Kunduri, former senior associate editor at the Tribune India. Thank you very much for your time here on Newslink. Now, firstly, tell me about the states that the BJP has won so far that are worth talking about in India.
Good morning to all the viewers of BNC, and thank you for having me on the show, Maseka. As you rightly pointed out, Uttar Pradesh is one of the largest states, and it has very political significance because it sends 80 members of parliament in the House of 545. So it is the most significant state, sending the largest chunk, and also is the state in the heart of Hindi heartland, major language spoken by majority, more than 40% of Indians. That being said, it contains, and just to give a historical perspective, Uttar Pradesh has been the state which has given India its maximum prime ministers. Most prime ministers have been elected from the state, barring one or two in the past from South and one from Punjab. Incidentally, of the 5 assembly elections, which are these provincial elections to the state assemblies we've had this time, the Bharatiya Janata Party had won 4, and they retained power in all 4. That is significant because this includes the states of Goa, which is in the western part of India, near to the coast. Then we have a state in the northeast in Manipur. And of course, in a hill state which is adjacent to Uttar Pradesh called Uttarakhand, which was once part of Uttar Pradesh. So this is very significant, and it shows the popularity of the Bharatiya Janata Party is continuing, and that of the Prime Minister in particular, because he campaigned extensively across all these states. The only change of guard, if I were to say so, in terms of electoral arrangement was in Punjab, a border state which has Pakistan as its neighbor, where a nascent party, which is called as Aam Aadmi Party, which translates into Common People's Party, had a landslide victory, winning 92 seats in 170 assembly. Senka?
So does this then make it clear for President Modi what would happen in 2024?
Well, Prime Minister Modi has 2 years' time to consolidate from where he's. As I told you, having Uttar Pradesh under the kitty, under the belt, the BJP would feel far more confident. And most importantly is in July, by July this year, India will elect its new president. And Uttar Pradesh contains an important role in that because it's an election in which members of parliament and members of the state legislatures vote. And a state like Uttar Pradesh has a higher weightage in terms of its electoral vote. So that's very significant. This almost clinches the way for the ruling coalition at the center, led by the Bharatiya Janata Party, to have its nominee in the presidential elections installed in the Rashtrapati Bhavan. As you know, the President of India is the constitutional head, and the Prime Minister, Mr. Modi, is the head of the government.
All right, let's talk about the Aam Aadmi Party, which became the official opposition in Punjab, for instance. And it seems like they, got 92 seats so far, I believe, in that particular state. And it looks like they're also strengthening, their footprint in that area.
In fact, Aam Aadmi Party did a stupendous job of winning 92 of the 117 assembly seats. It was a landslide for them. It's a party which was founded just 10 years ago by a former civil servant who was an income tax officer, who is also Magsaysay Award winner. He stepped out, started running his own NGO, and ran on the plank of corruption-free government. And for the first time, he tasted electoral victory in Delhi, a city-state, which is a very limited powers in terms of its administrative controls, and then repeated it in 2015. But the Aam Aadmi Party, I must add here, had expressed its national ambitions in the 2014 elections of Lok Sabha, when it fielded candidates across the length and breadth of the country, but could not win except 4 seats, and all of them came from Punjab, a state which has now put them in power in the state assembly.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your time. Indeed. What can we expect in the next few days to come, or for the rest of today? Are you seeing any other wins for the AAP?
No. No, the elections are over for us at this point of time. The next round of elections to state assemblies are somewhere towards the end of December in the state of Gujarat, which actually is the home state of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and also in a hill state of Himachal Pradesh in the north of India, adjacent to Punjab. And the Aam Aadmi Party is expected to test political waters there, as it is buoyed by the success it had at Punjab. So
All right.
in the days to come, we'll see more action. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your time here on NewsLink. That is, of course, Prasad Kunduri. He is a former journalist in India. All right.